Hey everybody, Toby Potter here, Global Integrity Finance. Today we are in Dallas at LeverageCon. If you're not here, you missed it. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, the vendors that are here, the brokers that are here, the clients are here, over the top. Brad Alzawi has done an amazing job at this event. Over 500 people registered. I think every one of them showed up. We've been talking to, there's my man right there. We've been going around the room talking to the sponsors, getting to know them, helping them push their deal. And right now, we have the amazing honor to meet with Marissa at BNL Appraisals, a valuation company that you need to hear all about, because if you're a contractor, if you're an investor, if you're a broker, if you're a lender, you need these people. Marissa, welcome to the team. Welcome to the platform. Welcome to the podcast. Let's hear all about you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for the warm introduction. That was fantastic. We are a New York-based valuation service.
And we won't hold
for
that
an
against
AMC.
you.
What was that?
We won't hold that against you.
No, but I myself am from Philly. So you're allowed to hold that against me if you want. But yeah, we're a boutique service. We do about 10,000 appraisals a year. I have a second office in Nevada, which is fantastic because it buys 3 extra hours in the day, no matter what coast you're on.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, we're nationwide, and we're growing every day. So that's what I'm here doing.
How long has BNL been around?
We've been around for 3 years.
Okay.
So we are a fairly new company.
What were you doing prior to this?
I have done mortgage for the last 10 years.
In what aspect?
I was in opening. I've been in closing. And I started in registration and TRID.
Wow.
So I've just run the gambit.
So what made you want to jump into valuations?
So I've always been really interested in sales.
Okay.
I was fairly young when I got into the industry. So
You're still fairly young.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
Just for the audience to know, she's still not a day over 22.
Oh, thank you. I am very much over 22. But so I never really was given that opportunity because I was a bit younger, and I don't think that they were quite ready to give me that responsibility.
Respect, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So when I was afforded this opportunity, I absolutely jumped at it. I thought travel and getting to meet new people, fantastic people like yourself.
Thank you.
It just seemed like a no-brainer.
So why valuations? Was it just because of the opportunity? It wasn't something you sought out, but the opportunity came to you and you're like, heck yeah, I want to take advantage?
I will say the opportunity did just arise for me, but I absolutely love selling the product because it's a simple product.
Yes.
There's no complications. There's no bells and whistles. It's very cut and dry, which makes it a very honest sell.
Yeah.
And I love that. I get to keep my integrity.
So on the valuations, you guys do investor deals?
Yes.
So we're doing a as-is ARV appraisal.
Correct.
We're doing DSCR, rent rolls, and then we're not primary resident, commercial.
Yes, everything you need.
So retail, all that stuff?
Yes.
Nice. So if you're like everybody else, like Appraisal Nation, Nationwide Appraisals, all those guys, you guys have the same a list of 35,000 appraisers nationwide.
So we are still boutique level.
Okay.
Meaning I have about 10,000.
Okay.
But that allows me to have and touch and know each one of my clients.
So more personal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every time somebody calls, I'm going to be the one answering the phone, or one of my team members. We're going to be on a first name basis.
Right.
And I'm really going to have the time to get in there, sink my teeth into it, and figure out what's going on.
Okay. And so does this allow you to be able to go nationwide?
It does.
Okay.
It does. So, we are currently nationwide. I think we're still working on Alaska, but,
Too cold.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Now, Hawaii, I'm in, but Alaska, I'm out.
As am I. I.
So, so as you guys are growing, as you're building, how are you going to compete with the Appraisal Nations, Nationwide, Clear?
Yeah.
The big boys.
Absolutely. As I said, we are growing, we're actively hiring, we are building, but I would say our level of service, our level of commitment, it is white glove. And I think at a lot of the large companies, although they are great and have been established, you still get that small feel. You still get that really close relationship, and I'm proud of that.
As a lender, we're always yelling and screaming at our appraisers.
Sure.
I mean, it's the one thing that you just spend so much energy on that just is exhausting. What is a normal turnaround time? So on a bridge, we're going to have to do it as is ARV, normal turnaround time on that.
7 calendar days, not business days.
Okay. 7 calendar days.
Yes.
So Monday through Sunday.
Unless you needed a rush or something.
Yep.
I can make it happen in a few days.
So let's talk about the process. So we've got a borrower, and traditionally what we'll do is we'll send that deal up into a couple of portals and see who gets us back a quote, and that quote will say a price and a timeline.
Okay.
How do you guys work?
So very much the same way. If we're approved with that specific lender and it comes through, we'll provide the quote, we'll provide the pricing, unless someone comes to me individually, meaning like a broker who is already an approved lender that we're working with, they work for, and then they're going to come directly to me. I'm going to get them a quote. They may shop around with another appraisal company privately.
What does the normal turnaround time on the quotes come? Does that take 24, 48 hours?
Not even same day.
Same day?
2 hours.
Wow.
2 hours.
That's impressive.
Yes, sir.
That right there sets you apart. I can tell you, after 30 years of being in this industry, underwriting over 6,000 deals, funding over 4,000.
Wow.
That turnaround time is not normal.
Yes.
Usually we're 3 to 5 days. And that's, that's if we holler at them and say, where are we at?
Yeah.
So same day turnaround time on a quote.
Yes.
And pull the trigger, 7
Yes,
calendar days.
Yes, sir.
Right?
The founder and the CEO of my company, Chaim Lefkowitz and Moses Bash, are both still super involved. They're super hands-on, and they don't allow anything less than perfection. Okay. So it makes you excited to get things done and get them done quickly and efficiently.
Well, in today's industry, speed of implementation is an absolute must.
Yes.
And most of the vendors out here have just said, you know what, we're doing it as best we can. But to come into the space 3 years ago, behind the 8 ball, you've got to be different. You've got to be unique. You've got to have a better, bigger, faster mousetrap.
100%.
And if you don't, well, then you're just not going to get there.
Exactly.
These guys are going to squash you out.
You have to be a go-getter in this industry. You absolutely have to be a go-getter. And
with 10,000 appraisers, do you see yourself growing that, or do you want to maintain that for now?
I see myself growing that. My goal would be to double that in the next year or two, hopefully a year, but we'll see what I can do.
Yeah, the biggest thing that we're seeing, and you probably are too, is we need the old appraisers to go ahead and retire. We need to get that old generation out.
I didn't say it.
I did. If you're listening, you know who I'm talking about, because you guys are cranky, crotchety, and grumpy. They just, So I think that is one of the things that we're looking forward to, is that newer generation coming up, speed of implementation, because Grandpa just ain't moving as fast as he was 10 years ago.
Yes.
He should have retired 10 years ago, but he stuck around. And I think that's so important, because our borrowers need to move fast.
Yes. Yes. You never know what's going on in someone's life, and you never know what one day could do to the process of the loan.
That's correct.
So, and having my mortgage background, I realize that, I know it, and
that's awesome.
That's how I handle things.
Where does the audience find you?
Oh, I am on LinkedIn, Marissa Kowalski, Marissa Kowalski. I'm on Facebook under the same name. I think that covers it.
Instagram? YouTube?
Oh, yes. Instagram, same name. Marissa, Marissa, Kowalski, Kowalski.
Good. Brokers, investors, you get hold of Marissa.
Yes, please.
I tell you what, 30 years in the space, used those other companies that we mentioned earlier religiously. And if this deal BNL is accurate, we're moving our business. We're moving it.
I love to hear that.
If I can get a quote same day, let my investor know, and I can get the appraisal back in 5 to 7 days.
Yes, sir.
Then we are now being different than our competitors.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for
You're
being
welcome.
here, sharing with us. I love it. You may have picked up a new client.
Fantastic. That means this was a win, and thank you for having me and for your time.
You bet, Marissa. Appreciate it.